So one of the reasons you mentioned is stress. People come to relieve themselves from stress, to deal with their anxiety maybe, and lack of sleep, all this. And so how does yoga help to relieve stress?
This is a major area of our work, Stress, it's something very common to our generation, You cannot take anybody who is free from stress. Even the kids are stressed these days because of the schools, The teachers are stressed. Stress has become an inherent quality of our living. It's very nice to look into what is actually stress, to understand in a deeper way. So, first thing I would say is we would like to see what is stress and how is it different from other emotions, because now, as I have heard from many people, that they use the word stress for many common things. There are other things like stress is one. You feel pressure, okay? You are worried. Maybe you are anxious, or maybe you are frustrated. Maybe you are confused. There are different things, but somehow we put all this in the category of stress. So first thing what we would like to do is to bring this distinction between different states of emotions, so that we can alienate stress from this, and we can recognize stress. So first we will practice how to recognize stress in the body, physically how it feels. Maybe your heart rate goes up, maybe you feel more constricted, maybe your breath changes, and also it has an impact on your behavior, how you behave with other people, how you behave in different situations, how you speak,
Respond.
How you respond, And the other thing is how is your decision making impacted because of this, So we bring clarity into these things to understand what is stress, And how we do this is by connecting with the body, We use practices like mindfulness to divert our attention into the body and actually feel when it is stressful. You become aware of that. And then we go into making the person understand what is actually stress. Because if you imagine yourself living in primitive times, like you're living in a jungle, when do you actually feel stressed?
When there's real danger, right?
Exactly. When there is a lion, when there is a snake, or or there is a situation that you never faced before, there comes stress. And then you recognize this stress for what it is. And if you connect with that stress, what happens physiologically in the body when you are stressed? When this organism encounters a survival threat, the brain releases a hormone called cortisol. When this cortisol is sent in the blood through different organs, the organs, they receive a message, reduce the way you're working or hibernate. So the systems like digestive system, and reproductive system, the systems like that are responsible for metabolism, they all go into a kind of a sleep. Because the intelligence of the body wants to use all your energy to fight or flight. Because this is the message of stress. This is the actual purpose, We don't want to mess up with this, because this is the intelligence of the body which is there to help you to survive, It's similar to, if I have to give it a different context, like if you're hungry, you come to me and say, I'm hungry, I will not give you a pill to take your hunger away. On the contrary, I give you food, right? Because this is the body telling you that you're hungry. But now when the body is telling you stress, you don't want to relieve your stress. You want to understand, why are you stressed? What is creating this stress? So you can classify stress in two ways. One is the stress coming from the senses. Your senses are sensing a danger, and the body is stressed.
Like sounds or...
Sounds, visuals, and this temperature is changing, the skin feels very cold, the body is stressed, yeah? This is one reason. The other way of stress is your mind is telling you that there is danger.
Story.
A story. But the body responds to both in the same way. It releases the stress hormones in the body. You see? So now we need to understand where is the stress coming from. If it is coming from the mind, we need to investigate what is the danger. There can be a danger, there might not be a danger. But by asking the right questions, you can release the stress forever. Because we believe in so many things called danger, but they're actually not dangerous, We believe in them. So this is the way we dig into stress. We remove the programs that are raising the fake alarm. So we come to the actual reason for stress. So this is understanding and changing our relationship with stress. So then what we do is, if a person comes with stress, we don't want to give them a lecture. It doesn't help.
No.
That's the last thing you should do. Exactly, So what we give is kind of an emergency toolkit.
First aid.
First aid kit, yeah. So you're stressed. So what should we do? First, connect with your breath. Because breath is very easily available. Because when the breath is shallow, you can't do many things. So we change the way we breathe. Yeah. So this takes us away from the stress. And then we move the body in a way that we can release the tension from the body for stress. We release the tension from the muscles. This is one way. Or we can give them a visualization, like just a guided visualization technique, so which creates a mental illusion that you are not in that situation, which might help to release the stress. Yeah. Or we can just use other tools like sound healing. We produce sounds which are very pleasing for the body, and then it takes you away from the stress.
Sound and vibration, right?
Yeah. And we teach them these techniques so that you don't have to rely on someone when these things happen. So this is the third point. And the last point is release the stress from your life. Like, how can we release the stress? Okay. So this comes as a part of our understanding. Why are we stressed? Okay, because most of us, we feel we are separated from life. We don't feel connected to life. We feel like we have to take care of our survival. Many dangers, whatever we think, are related to being unsuccessful or a failure, or being ashamed by society or your parents or your friends, or maybe fear of losing a job, fear of losing a relationship. These things, they bring a lot of stress into the body.
Yeah, they make you feel unsafe, right?
Yeah. So what we do is we help to understand these thoughts, how to listen to these thoughts, and how to listen to these thoughts effectively, maybe by teaching them how to journal these thoughts, which is a very nice way of listening to your thoughts, probing into the mind, asking questions and getting answers from the mind. So this is one way. And the other way is connection with life. We practice meditation, where we practice connecting with the body, with the breath, with our mind, and also with the life itself. So this also helps us to relax this burden of I have to survive, all the time. So this can be a structure to relieve from the stress.